Hi, I'm John from Bright Spark Ideas, and I'm doing this video for Lynn Livermore. Lynn, you just put a comment on one of my previous YouTube videos. I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was the one for my, what was it? Oh, I think it was for my crimper, the jig I made for the crimper. That was back in November of 2020, and what I was doing back then was building a solar off-grid system, and I needed the crimper to do a lot of crimping, but it was a pain in the butt. You needed to be an octopus to use it, so I made a jig. I like making jigs. I like making jigs as much as I do making items, I think. I've made quite a few. This particular one and several others I made before I ever did YouTube videos. So for you, Lynn, I'm going to give you a quick update on how I built this. Obviously, I'm not going to show the whole build because it's already built, but I'll give you some idea of my thoughts behind that went into building this. So let's take a look. So this is a very old Delta belt sander and disc sander that I had. It was collecting dust underneath my workbench. I wasn't using a lot, so I thought I'd make a jig where I would get it out onto the work space and use it. So in this particular configuration, obviously I can use the belt, but I can also twist this around and use it in this configuration. And all I've done is use a couple of bolts here to lock it securely in place while I'm using it, and then I can just pull these back, twist this round, and lock it back in place like so. All I've used is one of these typical Lazy Susans. I don't know why, but this is probably usually one of the most complicated pieces of my build. Just figuring out how to put one of these down. I'm not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree, and for some reason I always find that a challenge. Anyway, that's all I've used. Under here is probably a bigger version of this Lazy Susan. It's bolted down just using some rubber grommets. I probably used some of these, I forget what they're called, for furniture. They're furniture pieces with just a machine bolt in there, I think. And let me give you, this is just a drawer, so I can keep belts, discs, and I've got some spare parts for this because this is rather old, and this top bearing needs replacing. I haven't got around to doing that. So let's give you some idea. This base is, okay, so it's 16 plus another 5/8 for the front of the drawer. It's 12 inches wide. The piece on the top is 1 by 1, so that's 12 inches by 12 inches. I don't know what else to tell you. This is just a pretty basic made drawer. I didn't do anything fancy on this at all. As you can see, it's chipboard, a base, sides, top to this, back, and then the piece on the top. So Lynn, it's not a complicated build. Hopefully you can knock one of these up yourself. I like the Delta. This is quite a nice one. It's got a dust port on the side, at the back, and on the side. You can pick these up now. I don't know whether Delta's still available, but you can pick these up pretty easy from Amazon.com, Harbor Freight, whatever. But pretty useful tool. So I hope this has been helpful. I'm not going to demonstrate using it. I think it's pretty obvious how to use the actual tool. If you have any other questions or comments, be happy to hear them. And I think maybe I'll do some of the other jigs that I've made and put them up on YouTube for people that might find it interesting. I'm just going to bring this in, maybe focus this a little bit more so you can see it. I just fill up my gas canister. Let's see here. There. I don't know if that's going to be more helpful or not, but anyway, let me know if you've got comments and I can always add to this.